Hello and welcome to the Architecture of a Thought. My name is Elena Buran. This channel is dedicated to a very special subject, intuitive intelligence, not as a mystical ability, but as a living technology, cultivated and refined for centuries on the Balkans and in the world. I am an independent researcher, formed by both the Balkan tradition and Russian spiritual practice. My own life has been a journey from a lineage rooted in Montenegro through Russia and Kazakhstan and now back in my ancestral homeland. My mission is to share the living path of intuition, a way of knowing our world needs now more than ever. Here we will explore intuition as a mature, proven methodology for discovering solutions that rational or emotional approaches alone cannot reach. We will learn how to read reality, find hidden connections, and see the invisible architecture that others miss. This wisdom is often encoded in symbols and stories easily misunderstood by more linear cultures. Just as you can only read a complex ornament if you understand its inner logic, you can only grasp intuitive thinking if you can tune into its frequency. Today I want to show you this in action. The case, The King's Secret, will look at a remarkable fragment from a Croatian television interview, where a Balkan researcher, Domagoj Nikolic, presents his vision for finding the lost tomb of Alexander the Great. Our real focus is not the tomb itself. That is a matter for shovels and resources. Our focus is on the method. We will witness the beautiful flowing logic of intuitive mind at work. This, I believe, is a feast for those who think in patterns. Let's listen on the original fragment in Croatian.
Nedaleko od tu nalazi se jedan veliki grobni humak, jedan obredni, ne humak nego hum, veliki 85 čini mi se puta 45 metara, koji na sebi ima jedan vrlo čudan geoglif koji izgleda kao slika Kasiopeje. Sada ima razloga da vjerujemo da je to zapravo grobnica kralja Aleksandra ili cara Makedonskog, zapravo prava.
Zbog čega je slika Kasiopeje uopće važna i kakve je mogli imati veze s Aleksandrom Makedonskim? Kakav bi to uopće bio trag?
Kakav bi to uopće bio trag? Vrlo zanimljivo, je li tako? Kasiopeja je jedno od najsjajnijih sazvježđa na nebu, možda i najsjajnije. Ona se zove kraljica neba, ustoličena, sjajna. Prema mitovima antičkim radilo se o makedonskoj kraljici.
I'll guide you through the analysis so you can experience how an intuitive mind sees. What makes this so special? The researcher isn't looking for the obvious gold, crowns, inscriptions. Instead, his mind operates on a different level. He reads the invisible architecture. Domagoj looks for hidden connections, star patterns, legends, place names, linguistic echoes. His thinking is not linear. It weaves a web of meaning, like an ornament, connecting what seems unrelated. He demonstrates intellectual courage, daring to question historical dogma, and suggesting that our ancient sources might be more literal than we think. He is not passive or nostalgic. He is a seeker, researcher, constructor of new links. He invites us not to consume history but to revive it. to read the ornament and find what is lost to the rational eye. It's Sherlock Holmes investigating a case written by James Bond. But instead of secret codes, we find cosmic geometry and hidden language in the landscape. His thinking is holistic, not following a straight line. He sees Alexander not as a static figure, but as a living center of meaning, crossroads where cultures, stories, and symbols meet. This approach, seeing the invisible structure behind the visible world, is what I call the ornamental mind. It allows us to sense what is hidden, to reconstruct what is lost, to find solution where others see only mystery or chaos. And this is the heart of intuitive intelligence, the ability to read the world as a living ornament, where everything is connected and every secret leaves a sign, but only for those who know how to see. This method perfectly mirrors the mind of Domagoy's subject, Alexander the Great. Alexander didn't just conquer lands. He united worlds, cultures, languages, philosophies by seeing the whole, not just the parts. If you take a look at the profile of Alexander's intelligence through Domagoy's lens, we see signs of intuitive intelligence. In the first place, it's strategic vision and unification. He managed in only 12 years to create a great state that connected the Balkans to the Indus and Egypt. He changed beliefs, expanded horizons, connected people, languages, races. Alexander used translators between himself and the Greeks, a symbol of speaking a different language, literally and intelligently. He was a master of roles, king, seeker, child of God, and understood that true power lies not in what is shown, but in what is hidden. He was the first to give up his kingly persona, not simply to die, but to continue under a new name in a new story. He wished to be buried where he would be alone before God, not as a king, but as a man, not in public glory, but in secret, where only one who understands the God could find him. Now, thinking in symbols. Domagoy isn't just a researcher, he is a reader of a message left by a kindred spirit. He sees Alexander's tomb not as a prize to be dug up, but as a secret waiting for one who speaks its symbolic language. This brings us to the heart of his discovery. Let me read a key quote, first in its native melody and then in English. На дан когда и роджен Александр Македонский, у тренутку изласка sunca, sazvijeće Kasiopije stoje potpuno okonito iznad ovog geoglifa. Ovdje u Makedoniji. In English, on the day Alexander the Great was born, at sunrise, the constellation Cassiopeia stands perfectly upright above this geoglyph, here in Macedonia. Let's pause on that. This is the core of intuitive method. It's not about brute force searching. It's about finding the point of resonance. The perfect alignment between sky and earth, myth and land, inner and outer. This alignment is no coincidence. The constellation Cassiopeia with its distinct W shape, is one of the brightest in the northern sky. But for the ancient mind, it was more than just a pattern of stars. Across ancient Europe, from the Balkans to the Etruscans and Celts, the W was a royal symbol. It was the crown, the gateway between worlds, the seat of power. When Domagoj points to Cassiopeia, he is invoking an ancient code for royalty, wisdom, and the presence of the sacred. And perhaps this ancient symbol echoes even today. Did you ever wonder why the word wisdom begins with a W? The W stands at the entrance of the word, like a threshold. What follows is dome, echoing the ancient roots for home and dome, a sacred space where paths converge. So wisdom isn't just knowledge, it's the home of understanding, the dome under which intuition and experience are made whole. To seek wisdom is not just to collect knowledge, but to build a home where all the threads of meaning, intuition, and tradition can meet and flourish. The researcher makes it clear that the secret was intentional. As he says, гроб Александра не искривен, kao što ljudi misle zbog straha ili bogatstva, nego zato što je tako ostavljena poruka. Prava tajna uvijek čeka onoga koji zna čitati znakove. In translation, Alexander's tomb is not hidden out of fear or for its riches as people think, but because it was left as a message. The real secret always waits for those who know how to read the signs. This is the essence of what I call ornamental thinking. It's the ability to see that the visible is only a shadow of the invisible, and to connect both. It's not enough to search for gold. As Domagoj concludes, moraš čitati krajolik, slušati imena, brojati zvezde i shvatiti tko si ti u toj priči. Tada će ti se otvoriti put. In English, you have to read the landscape, listen to the names, count the stars, and understand who you are in the story. Only then will the path open for you. The real message is not a location, but a way of seeing and a way of being. The very fact that Domagoj's reasoning fits with Alexander's hidden logic is proof of the kinship between two intuitive minds, separated by centuries, yet united by the same language of symbols. Intuitive intelligence is not just a talent, it is a mature method for solving unsolvable problems. And why do I bring you this example? Because intuitive intelligence is not just a Balkan phenomenon. It is a universal human potential and a vital one for our times. But to unlock it, we need living examples, clear explanations, and a space where this way of thinking is honored. This is my mission with this channel, to show you how intuition works as a practical technology, to translate and decode real cases from the Balkans and beyond, to inspire you to recognize and cultivate your own intuitive intelligence. If this resonates with you, if you want to see not just with your eyes, but with your whole mind, you are in the right place. Subscribe, share, and let me know in the comments what you felt during this analysis. Together we can rediscover the ornamental mind and use it to navigate our world with wisdom and creativity. Thank you for being here.